We found a book, and apparently you can use Riptide in the rain. So this is awesome. I was out exploring, looking for a woodland mansion. Obviously, you can see the totem in my hand, and we found a book with Riptide on it. Got our last achievement. So now we're just gonna goof around with this just a little bit. And apparently I've seen a couple of videos. I guess we can use this to launch ourselves out of water with the elytra and start flying when we get that. There's all kinds of things we can do, but this is awesome. Hello. I don't know what more this can do other than giving us the little boost in water. I have tried it out, and then when it's raining, we can almost kill ourselves. Let's... Oh, what? I can kill mobs with it? Let's try this again. Come at me, spider. Alright, well, this is the best way of killing mobs in the rain, I guess. Ooh, hello. Hi, ow. Now, this is really hard to do with the camera behind me. Yeah, I ain't scared. One more big guy. Come on, get out of my way, guys. Well, basically headbutting slime right now. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh. I did try to use this in lava and swim in lava. That doesn't work. That would have been awesome. But anyway, that's enough goofing around. Let's get on to today's episode, shall we? Hello everyone, and welcome to Console Craft Season 3, Episode 3, I believe. We are down in the storage room. We built this last time around, and I forgot to show off the diamond chest plate that we got in the last episode. Traded from a villager. It's not too bad, but I did some stuff, some things in between episodes. And I want to go through, I've looked online and haven't found a real good way to fight the Wither. And there really isn't a good way. So I'm going to show you guys how to prepare. We've got 3 more skulls, so we can fight them once more. And this has blast protection and Unbreaking 3, which is decent. And I lost my pants and boots because the Wither, destroyed them. So I think we've got, we've got some spare in here that we will use, that we've been trading for and finding. So now we're all dressed up. It's better than walking around without pants on. So anyway, I did fight the Wither down in the mines, and then I fought him in the Nether as well, up towards the top of the bedrock. And like I said, there's no real good way. In creative, the Wither floats down when you attack it, and then in survival it floats up, and then when it does its second part, it floats down again. So prepping. Totem of Undying would be the key thing to have just in case, so you don't die and have to go recollect your stuff. And if you've got one of these god apples here, I highly suggest this is where you use it. I have found a couple. Having a sword with Smite 5 would be better, but at least Sharpness 5 will work. And then a bow with Power 5 at least, and Infinity just so you don't have to carry a ton of arrows with you. Excuse me. If you don't have the God Apple, obviously some regular golden apples will work, and then I highly suggest having a couple of buckets of milk. This way it will negate the Wither effect. I have 2 here. That should be enough. We'll see. If you don't have the enchanted apple, a slew of potions is what I recommend. Some fire resistance, night vision just in case. Depends on where you're fighting it. I'm going to go fight it in the Nether, so these aren't really needed. Strength 2, using the glowstone dust, just for an added hit. And then some regen potions, because our hearts don't regen that quickly. So we're going to dump off the night vision potions as we're not fighting them in the overworld. Goodness. Every time I start recording, I can't help but hack my lungs up. So, I think we're prepared. Got all of our potions. We got our milk. I'm probably not going to use many of these potions, as I am going to just pop the God Apple during the second part of this fight. So the Wither has 2 stages. It has the first stage where you can fight it with a bow or any projectile, and then the second stage where it only takes melee damage. Through my testing, I did find you can throw a trident at it and it still will take damage, but it doesn't really do as much damage as your sword. So let's go up to the nether. I've got a spot where I was already fighting them, and we'll dig another tunnel and we will fight him again. One good thing about fighting him in the overworld is he did a heck of a lot of mining for me. So I think Mojang has changed the Wither boss fight to where you can't just shove him up in the bedrock to make the boss fight what it is, a boss fight. It's supposed to be difficult. I've done a lot of preparing. I spent a good 4 hours cruising, finding I went to spawn, got the cartographer, got the Woodland Explorer Mansion, went to find the Woodland Mansion. It's at like 4,000 blocks east and west, or east I should say, and then it's almost 8,000 blocks away from me due south. It's about 4,000 on the X and 10,000 on the Z. And we found a village right next to it, which was kind of neat. Nothing special in there. I found 2 desert temples on the way, and that's where I got the Riptide book that you guys saw in the beginning, me goofing off. Let me know what you guys think about the bonus content, too. I'm trying something different there. And anyway, this is the spot we fought the guy in first. We're going to dig a new tunnel. I suggest going a long tunnel, 40, 50 blocks long. You need a spot to where you can run back in once you have spawned them in. You want to be out of range of the Wither seeing you, and then creep towards them and pop them with an arrow, and that'll actually shove them up into the bedrock for the first part of the fight. Once he goes into the defense mode, I guess is what they call it, you no longer can hit him with the bow. He drops out of the bedrock and the fun begins. So once you find an area, once you got your tunnel dug out, you want to dig a 3x3 room like we are doing so. And some stuff's going on. We'll ignore that. Trying to get an iron golem farm together, I believe. So we'll pop down the soul sand like so. Do our little T shape. Nice and easy. Then we'll gather our wither skeleton skulls. And I'm not ready. I don't want to do this again. Run! And my tunnel is nowhere near long enough. So we'll dig back as he's spawning in. And we'll try to make this painless. As far as armor goes, I forgot to mention this. I highly recommend some Protection 4, as it helps with the Wither. And that is coming right for me. I see I'm not far enough away, so he's got me. So we can try to hit him a couple of times and pop him up into the bedrock. And diamond armor, guys. This is dumb with the iron armor. So he's up there. Well, not really. I think he's to the right just a little bit. Oh no, there he is. So you see he kind of bobs up. And if you can get a couple of shots off on him, you can get him stuck into the bedrock. And then you can hit his tail that's hanging out for this first part of the fight. Yeah, let's get that out of the way so I can actually attack him. He's not quite stuck in there, but he is up in kind of a void, I guess you call it. Ow. And let's drink some milk, as I don't have any potion effects on me at the moment. You know, I don't know if we eat the enchanted apple, the God apple, if the milk negates those. Interesting. So the regen just helps get the hearts back quicker. It's a lot of prep work. Killing ghasts and all that stuff, getting the bow, getting the sword. So a couple more hits and he should be... There we go. So now we can't hit him with the bow. as you can see, it doesn't do anything. He does pop back up, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pop him into the top of the nether. And the coolest thing about this wither, or at least it's an addition, it's new, I've seen it now fighting the wither, is he spawns in wither skeletons. I'm not sure if it's every nether mob or not, which is cool. So those guys are gone, and nope, hello, hi, goodbye. We'll just eat this apple. So now we've got another almost row of hearts. The wither isn't really affecting us because we've got that heart at the very, very top there, which is regen. It gives you resistance, fire resistance, and then it gives you the extra hearts. I guess I should say absorption. So we're still sitting at full hearts. We're just whacking away at this guy. Another thing to be aware, he does do that little burst attack. And then at the end of this fight, he will explode. So you can try to clear, if there's some lava. If you're fighting him in the overworld, there'll be lava, nether, chances of nether, or lava. You can fill it in before he blows up. So he's about to blow up. Run! And we will drink our last potion. And we don't really need it, or our milk, to get rid of the wither. So there's the nether star. Barely missed the lava. And I'm full up of netherrack. So, yay! We got another star. So that's 3 beacons in total. And, I don't know. I think we're going to give one away today. And we'll hold on to the other 2 for now. So, let's... You know what? Let's drink this milk. I wonder if it does get rid of the effects or not. And I want the netherrack, not the coal. And it does. Huh. That's lesson learned. Alrighty. Alright, so we're over at Fire's base. Once again, he's our nearest neighbor. I don't know how that works out, but he built this awesome trading hall. We've been over here getting some books, and I decided to go ahead and put Unbreaking on my iron armor, just as I was getting wrecked from fighting the wither and everything else that I'm doing. So I built him a nether portal, so I could easily get over here and he could easily access the, well, nether hub. And he's been busy. Tons and tons and tons of farms. If we pop down here, he was showing me this not too long ago. He's got himself a little chest room he's building, which is huge. And look at all the digging that has been done without a beacon. So Fire came over on Season 2 and did quite a bit of digging at my base. Never really finished that project, but he did come over and help. He helped me out with some netherrack and all kinds of stuff. And crafting these beacons, by the way, this is how you craft them. Nether stars in the middle, obsidian on the bottom, and glass surrounding it. In case you guys don't know. You can use the book. I don't know. It's nice to have it there. I'm iffy about it. I use it a lot, but I'd rather not. Anyway, we're going to craft up these beacons. And now we have 3 of them. So, for all the help that he did in Season 2, and then allowing me to use his trading hall, and then of course, if I wanted to come over and destroy some of his farms and replant them, he has no problem with that. He said I could use his tree farm that he's got upstairs, all kinds of stuff. So, for all the help that he does towards us and everybody else on the server, we're going to leave him a little gift here. And he is online right now. We were just chatting a little bit. We're going to give him a beacon. And hopefully this will help him out with his digging. I need to make a sign for him. And we won't tell him. We'll just let him find it. It'll be a lot more fun. So let's pop down a sign here. And of course you guys can't see me typing. So we'll say, for all your digging needs. I think that'll be good enough. Once again, Fire, if you're watching, thanks for all the help, man. And hopefully this helps you finish out whatever your plans are here in the base. So there we go. Alright. Hopefully he sees it. We'll see how long it takes. I know he'll be by and see this chest randomly popped in the middle of his base. And let's head on out. So I'm sure there is a way to trap the wither. Like I said, I just never found a real good way. So we did the grind, we got prepped, and we fought him. And didn't die. I fought him 3 times in mostly iron armor. Haven't died yet. The first time I didn't use a god apple. The second time I did. And then you guys saw the third time I did. I've got 1 more apple stashed away for a rainy day. Probably when we go and fight the wither once again. So here he pops into this little tunnel. And then, of course, this is the precarious little jump, bridge, jump back to the base. He's not too far from us. I really need to clean this up. A lot of projects to do. Eventually, we'll get in here and we'll clean this up and we'll set up a portal, a proper portal, proper tunnel, all that. You know how it goes. Here we are. There's the beautiful base and all of our farms. Now, in between the last couple of clips, I set up this job board over here. And let's take a look at it. Because these are all the jobs that I kind of want to do in no particular order. Finish up the Blaze farm. Of course, we need to get that thing going. A villager breeder. A god machine to sort them out. And then a trading hall. We don't have to do this. We have access to fires, but it still would be nice to get done. And then we want to automate all the farms, the pumpkins and melons. I need to build a smelter, sugar and cactus along with the other farms, possibly a cave spider spawner. Underneath my base here is a huge abandoned mine shaft. So maybe we'll look at doing that. Finish up the nether tunnel, the nether portal. I don't know if we want to move this or build a room around it. I don't know if I want it in the base or not. I like not hearing it, but we need to get that properly set up. Light up the swamp. That'll be on a stream. A chamber for a charged creeper. Using our trident here that has a channeling on it, it would be nice to get a place to blow them up. Possibly build a slime farm. We are collecting it passively as we are in the swamp. And then maybe do a drown farm. I did find a zombie spawner. And then, of course, another wart farm. So those are just ideas I have for farms and things I want to do around the base. We will add and take away as we do things. Things I didn't put up there were like going to fight the Ender Dragon. This is what I want to do with the lighting here. And I've got one more somewhere. I want to dig it down, put the leaves. Yeah, right here. I don't know if I want to use the spruce leaves or what. So I'll find a time to stream and we'll go through that and see what we like. Maybe leave it up to the population. And we will do all that eventually. There's a lot of swamp to light up. So let's see. This light blue glass, I was doing this because that's the dye that you can find specific to this biome, but I don't like it. It doesn't really fit my theme and the way I build. So I'm going to change this out, and then I want to go and work inside this pyramid here. It's all grass down there, and I want to get that changed up and finished up so that we don't have this just little open hole and jankiness that is the entrance to our storage room. So I think that's what we'll work on next to kind of round this episode out. I'm not going to bore you guys with what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start doing stuff, and then I'll bring everybody back in. And then we need to start looking at moving those farms that are outside down here off the expansion off the back there. So let's trade this out. I think we'll just put up red stained glass. It'll more fit kind of what we do. You know what I mean? And oh god, this is looking. I definitely want to change it out. I have a plan. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So let me fill this glass in. I'll be back. Alright, so I went ahead and started doing some things, some stuff. We got the glass filled in, looks a lot better. And then I've kind of got some paths that lead out, and then we've put in kind of like a man-made wood floor, and then we've broken it up. And I want to tweak this a little bit. I like the coarse dirt in with the path blocks, and the path blocks going all the way around. And I'll show you how I do this, or at least the process getting that far. So we fill this completely in with slabs, as you know, they're cheap. Oh, nice. 10 diamond blocks in his new mine. That's really nice. Must have fortune. We'll chat with him after we get done recording this clip. He did notice the beacon. And he's very thankful for it, very appreciative. Like I said, he's allowing me to use all of his farms and stuff. I have no problem sharing. So there we go, completely filled in, and then I come and just randomly punch out some holes, and I wanted that one. And then we'll put in some coarse dirt, we'll put in some oak logs, we'll put in some stripped spruce logs, and then maybe a grass path block here and there. I actually just added those in, I want it to look broken down, but we still want it to look like at one point it was a man-made pyramid. I just want that ruined feel, I guess. So there we go. Now we'll place in a couple of logs in varying directions. I lost my train of thought there. And then these we'll place in, and we'll come back with the axe and we'll strip them down. I think that looks really good next to the spruce. And we'll even do one right here. A little expensive, but it looks good. And then I went out and clipped some grass. Let's go grab some bone meal. Maybe we'll even make a couple of these too tall. So, I already have bone meal on me. That's all right. See, I'm thinking ahead. So, we want to make this look like it's starting to overgrow, run down. I think it looks good. And we might, I don't know. We need to do something for lighting too. Because these corner bits are going to be dark. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know what I want to do. But anyway, I've spent a long time on here today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you on the next one.